Okay, guys, today we're going to start with angles. I want to review a couple basic things that you probably already know. An acute angle, acute is less than 90, where an obtuse is greater than 90. Acute less than, obtuse greater than 90, but less than 180. All right, we'll get into greater than 180-degree angles another time. A right angle is 90 degrees, shown by this little box at the vertex. A straight angle, it's basically a line, is 180 degrees, and it's formed by two opposite rays. So here's one ray going this way, and there's one ray going that way. It is just a straight line, 180 degrees. Naming angles, very important, all right? To name an angle, the vertex has to be in the middle. So this can be angle CHE or angle EHC, okay? You can also call this angle 1. Now, the only reason, see how this angle is alone, there's only one angle. You technically can call it angle H because it's the only possible angle is H. Only use this if you're very comfortable with naming your angles. You can never go wrong with this one or this one, okay? This is if the angle is by itself. So we're going to look at these together. We're going to name some angles. Angle 1. Angle 1 is right here. We can name angle 1 as BFC, angle BFC, or it can be named CFB. Make sure you put the angle in front of it. All right. If we were talking measure, it'd be an M in front of it. But it's angle BFC and angle CFB. It cannot be angle F. It can't be because there's way too many. We'd have to guess which one it is. So when there's more than one angle, make sure you're naming it with the three variables. So let's look angle 4, AFE, or EFA. Next, we have angle 5 and angle 1. So the angle that 5 and 1 create. The angle that 5 and 1 creates from there to there. So that would be angle AFC or angle CFA. The two angles together create that whole angle. We'll learn what that is next slide. It's just the angle addition postulate. Now it says, which angles make B, F, D? Which angles make B, F, D? Oh, angles 1 and angle 2. So these are some basic naming angles. Don't take it too lightly, although it's not difficult. Just make sure you spend some time practicing on the problem I give you to make sure you have it down pat, because it's going to really be important when we're doing proofs and labeling answers, okay, to know how to determine the angle. Okay, angle addition postulate. The angle addition postulate. The angle addition postulate, or AAP, is the same as the segment addition postulate. It says a large angle can be written as the sum of the two smaller angles. It is a postulate because this is accepted as truth. It's common sense, for lack of a better way to say it. 1 plus 2 obviously equals the whole thing, ABC. Okay. So here we have XWZ is 121 degrees, and XWY is 59. We want to find the missing piece. Well, you just take 121 minus 59. 11, 2, 62 degrees. And that is the angle addition postulate. It lets you know that the sum of the two smaller angles is equal to the larger angle. Let's go to a more in-depth honors type problem. Now they are giving you, or we are giving you, a description of the angle. So we have to draw this first. Q is in the interior of POR. So don't worry about if it's obtuse, acute, whatever. Just draw it so you can have everything in. So you have enough room. So P, O, R, and Q is somewhere in the interior. It does not say it's a bisector or it's cuts it in half, so I make sure I draw it so I don't get confused and think it's a bisector. You just draw it somewhere randomly. We want to find X and we want to find the measure of QOR. So we've drawn our diagram. We have angle POR and we have Q in the interior. Now let's take these values and label it the measure of POR. When you put an M in front of the angle, this says the measure of angle POR. Whenever it's the measure, it's because it's giving you a value. You can actually find a measure. It has a value. If you're just talking the angle, right, there's no M. If you want the measure or the value of it, you have to have the M. So POR is 3x plus 48. QOR is 15x minus 20. And POQ is 2x plus 40. Let's think about how we're going to solve this out. Well, I have the two smaller angles and a larger angle. By the angle addition postulate, I can say that 2x plus 40 plus 15x minus 20 equals 3x plus 48. Because the angle addition postulate says I can show the sum of two smaller angles is equal to the larger angle. Or, if you want to think of it like this, I can show the larger angle is equal to the sum of its two parts. Now I'm just going to solve a regular equation. I have 17x plus 20 is 3x plus 48. I'm going to bring the 3 over to get 14x. I'm going to bring this 20 over to get 28. X is 2. Okay. We'll make sure that works. X is 2. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 40 is 44 degrees. 15 times 2 is 30 minus 20 is 10 degrees. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 48 is 54 degrees. 10 plus 44 is 54. All right, this is key, guys. This is key. It asks for the measure of QOR. So when you're answering, we have X, and now we have the measure of angle QOR. QOR is 10 degrees. So if we're answering a test, we need to put these two answers here and here, because that is what the question asks for. Okay. So that is our angle addition postulate. It is the same as the segment addition postulate. An angle can be shown as the sum of its two smaller pieces. Now you have your notes PDF. I want you to complete this problem and this problem, and we will go over them in the next class.